more importantly though, like, I definitely, it feels counteractive, and it's a weird sensation for me, but sometimes like it's really hard to pull yourself away from work to go do something like, just go for a walk with your family, like to be the one to initiate that, like not because somebody came and knocked on your door and asked you to go, but like because you said like, you know
Mm.
what, like I should just walk away from this console right now and go for a walk with the family or whatever, and like go down and be like, hey guys, let's go or whatever. Like that that recharges me too, because it's like just keeping priorities in check and being like, these are the important things in my life, and let me for a moment break out of work mode and go actually, I tell myself that the priority, so I need to act on that as well.
Right.
And getting
Right.
that reminder of that is like I always come back from that recharged, it's,
Yeah.
come back from the walk and be like, oh, I feel great, like just had a good time with everybody, let's knock on a mix, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, yeah. Totally. It's
So,
it's so interesting though. Like I tell myself, like when you said, I tell myself this is the priority, and it's so because I struggle with that also. It's like when the pandemic happened, like so many people were just crushed because they for the first time, like nothing's happening in their career, and even though they could be present with their family and be so happy with like what they have, and the doing nothing, we all felt like this. Not we all felt it, but I felt this, and a lot of other people felt this. Like, who am I if I'm not working, right? Like we put so much of our
right.
identity into the work that we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Victor Wooten was talking about this on Corey Wong's podcast. It was a
Hmm.
super interesting interview. I highly recommend everybody listen to this podcast episode. And he was talking literally about that. It's like all my friends like didn't know, had a really hard time in the pandemic because like, they defined themselves by the music they did. They're not now they're not working. Now they're not playing shows. Now they're not like in the studio. It's like you're enough just because you're here and you got lucky and you were born and there's like
Yeah.
pseudo mystical stuff,
Yeah.
but like
No, I mean, right there, you just said it. Like,
right.
you
Yeah.
were born.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, amazing.
You're the lucky sperm
Yeah.
and egg that made it into this
Yeah.
into this world. Literally a
Exactly.
miracle.
Like,
And
yeah.
so I think a lot of it's just the reps because we do so many reps to get good at this that it's like at a certain point that feels like all that defines you is because you've done so
Right.
many more reps of being the audio guy, the music person that overtakes I'm a family person. I have a family. I have other things in my
Yeah.
life that are important also. And like you kind of
Right.
have to just like work through that of like,
Yeah.
and like you said, like I'm gonna take my family for a walk now, and then you're putting in the reps for the other aspects that you're
Yeah.
nurturing, the other
Right.
aspects of your life,
Yeah.
and may we all be, may we all merit to, put in those reps also.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, yeah, it takes, again, it takes intention, right? Because it's not the easiest thing to do. I've got, 20 more years of reps being the audio guy than I do being the dad,
Right.
you know,
Absolutely.
or 15 more years of the audio guy than the husband. It's like, it's hard.
Those are a
You
lot
have
of
to be
reps.
intentional.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, it's weird because, not to like drag it into like a mental health thing or whatever, but like, we're all expected to just naturally be like, oh, I just naturally want to do these things or whatever. It's like, well, that's not when you like conditioned your brain to be the audio guy. It's like it takes
Yeah.
a second to pull it out, and you have
Yeah.
to move with intention and being like, yo, check yourself here. You've been
Yes.
sitting at the console for 10 hours, stand up, go do something else.
Right.
It's okay. The world's going to be okay if the song comes out a day later. I promise. You know?
Yes.